New tonight, a local couple is speaking out after they feel they were unfairly discriminated against during the process of becoming foster parents. Tonight on Pronews 7 investigates protection or discrimination of family denied. We'll talk with the Yearwood family about why they were denied as foster parents by the state. David Grosso-Ortega is in the studio now with more. David?
The Yearwood family claims that they began the long process of becoming foster parents and were never informed that their disabilities would be an issue until now. They received a rejection letter from the state last week that listed a number of reasons why they would not be approved by the state as a foster home. The Yearwoods are a typical all-American middle-class newlywed couple who decided this year that they wanted to become foster parents. But since they began the process, they've encountered a major roadblock.
We are not going to give you a child. We're going to close your home because you do not drive. And we don't drive because we are legally blind, and they don't give driver's license to blind people.
The Yearwoods say that they feel discriminated against because of their blindness, and that the state is making assumptions about their ability to be good foster parents.
Because this is a state agency, and they need to realize that they cannot discriminate based on assumptions without proof. I mean, that's discrimination, and the state has an Americans with Disabilities Act, so they cannot discriminate.
But at least one placement agency we spoke to says that transportation is a critical part of fostering.
So we at our agency, part of our contract is that our foster parents will transport to where they need to go. And that's something we have to follow strongly. So when we're evaluating families, we have to determine, will they be able to meet the needs of this child from a transportation standpoint as well? And if they can't, we may not be the best fit for them.
Pronews 7 also reached out to the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, who says that while there's no explicit rule that requires foster parents to drive, that they inform foster parents what is expected of them in order to meet the needs of foster children. They also gave Pronews 7 a copy of the form that all prospective foster parents receive, and it clearly states that they are expected to provide transportation. But the Council for the Blind says that this situation may be based on the public agency's lack of understanding of how people with visual impairments live their lives.
It would be so beneficial for someone considering such a case to really visit with someone that has, lived with visual impairment so that they can actually see how they operate on a daily basis.
And while the Yearwoods acknowledged that the transportation issue was not the only problem with their foster parent application, they feel that they are more than qualified to be foster parents and that the state's policies are preventing them from providing a loving home.
Begging for foster parents. We're begging for foster parents. And many times in this process we've heard it's all about protecting our children. We have to protect our children. And I do not believe that our disability qualifies us as dangerous.
And on tomorrow's Pronews 7 Investigates Protection or Discrimination, a Family Denied, we'll take a closer look at the state's rationale behind their denial to see if they are truly trying to act in the best interest of children or if this is just another case of discrimination against the disabled. David Grosso-Ortega for Pronews 7.